basically we're going to be teaching some basic self-defense things, not anything complicated, not something that someone would have to spend months and months going to class after class to learn. We'll teach somebody some simple things they can use.
March 14th, 9 a.m. we're going to be at Central City Convention Center doing a self-defense class, a women's self-defense class starting at 9 a.m. and it's going to be just like just basic self-defense taught by Alex Piper. His wife Tammy Piper will be there. They have a history in teaching and instructing self-defense stuff, items like that. But kind of my part of the deal was, maybe teaching a little bit of basic on the firearms and some personal safety. Place a firearm in a home or on your person, and just dealing with things like that. But self-defense is more or less for us is trying to help out our community with our resources that we have learned in the past as law enforcement, as far as Alex, with training with his karate stuff, and we just want to teach it to our community. Community is where we're here to help them. They support us, why not support them, show them our resources. If we can keep a safer community, keeps a lot of cases down for the law enforcement here in Muhlenberg County. Deal with it is, here recently we had a robbery here in our local community. We don't know the scenario or the part of the deal with it, but if there's a incident that's taking place, where a person can protect themselves, we want to teach them the basic defense, possibly helping out themselves. We don't want no victims of crime. It's free. There's no cost at all. Now you show up, maybe show a little sweat towards the instructor here, and just listen to us in our class, and maybe it'll be helpful for.
Basically, one of the things we'll be teaching is there is going to be some a little bit of hands-on, but some of the topics we're going to cover also will be basically some situational awareness. What you need to do as far as approaching a vehicle at night when it's on a dark parking lot. It's kind of being aware of your surroundings. We're also going to talk briefly about personal protection weapons like pepper spray, stun guns, that kind of thing, about how you need to actually practice with them, be aware of what you're carrying, and so that way when you do get in a situation, you can respond properly. The techniques that we will show, they're going to be just simple, nothing complicated, and it's not going to be anything that the average person can't do. Techniques are not something that's going to require you to be months and months in the gym or abnormal strength. It's going to be basic, just simple techniques that someone can do in a situation where they are, if they're attacked, it's not things that they're really going to have to think about. It's going to be just something they can do just to get away from the person.
The age rate will be 15 and up. Like Deputy Piper said, it's going to be a training where no one's going to get hurt during this. We just want to teach the basics of, the person does come up a perpetrator, we're going to teach to get this perpetrator off of them. Hey, like you said, be aware of your surroundings. Watch what you're doing in your environment, and be safe while you're doing it. During incidents like this, people, their adrenaline flies, they get scared, they're terrified. So you don't know what you're going to do during that time, but maybe teaching a little bit of basics, they will remember this. Just like we go through our weeks of a police academy. Everything that they taught us at DLCJT is effective our training, and when the time comes, your training will come in effect. So hopefully it's what we can teach for it. Any questions on the convention center or areas of location of it, Tammy Piper, you can contact her, and she'll be able to assist you. Contacting the Central City Convention Center, speaking with the employees there. They do have a sign-up sheet, and I know for one thing, the first day that myself and the director of the convention center put it out on Facebook, we had 22 people sign up within a matter of that first day. So we're trying to do a limit of 35. Whereas we have our time of teaching with the person, but this is something that possibly can be ongoing. We're wanting to do this, you know, in our neighborhood watches with just the class, you know, everything going on. Alex started this a long time ago, and you know, it just with the incident happened here recently with a robbery, we're going to try to let's move it up, keep this thing going, and help out with the community, keep it safe. Myself and Alex Piper, Jamie Piper, she's the director over at the Convention Center. She just said she would assist us with this. She's actually give us our room there for free, and you know, so it's something that she's looking forward to. If there's any other officers that do want to, you know, volunteer or assist with us, you know, be there and on that date and time, and I'm sure.
I believe the sheriff's going to come out that day as well. I think he may be making an appearance there also. But again, as Sergeant Vick said, this is something that we're going to do. Not only we're just doing it at the Wellness Center. If it comes up, if there's an organization out there, we can go to churches, we can go to community centers. If there's a group that's interested in this type of training, you know, then we're all for it. They can call the sheriff's office, and we'll try to schedule something, you know, as our time permits. You know, we can the thing I want people to understand is the last time we done one there, a lot of people showed up, and there was people that said, well, I kind of wish that I would have came there. I think the impression they got is from TV, movies, whatever. They thought that we were going to be there flipping people and doing all this kind of stuff. And everything that we're doing is basic self-defense. I mean, it's just extremely simple. It's something you can deploy so that you can get away from an attacker. And, you know, statistics show that people that have fought back under an attack, they were less likely to become,
you know, why not fight back? You know, there might be incidents that you can't, but you know, there's incidents that you have a small percentage of a chance that you'd be able to escape. You know, so you know, why not learn what he has to teach you, or you know, as far as the having a firearm or any kind of personal weapon. You know, we want to teach that when you're comfortable with yourself as far as knowing how to use a firearm. You know, you need to train with that. You know, not just that one time that you're going to reach and grab it and you hadn't trained with it and you make the mistake and, you know, maybe hurting yourself, you know, or others except for